not your real granddaughter." That's what Dina heard whispered behind her back as her daughter Mia sat politely in the corner, clutching a paper star she'd made for Nana. The room was bright with Christmas lights and noisy with laughter, except for the silence that seemed to follow Mia. When I married Ethan, I thought I had joined a warm, loving family. His mother, Grace, had the biggest smile, the loudest laugh, and the firmest grip on everyone's life. She hosted Sunday dinners, texted everyone morning prayers, and acted like the queen of her suburban kingdom. At first, she pretended to like me, compliments, jokes, big hugs, but it didn't last. Subtle comments started. How I didn't cook the right way, how my family did things differently, but the real chill came when she first met Mia, my daughter from a previous marriage. Ethan loved Mia like she was his own. He adopted her the year we got married. He read her bedtime stories, braided her hair for school, taught her how to ride a bike. To him, she was never step anything. But Grace made sure that line was never blurred. It started small. Mia's name left off family group messages, no invitation to cousin sleepovers. Her cousins would get matching shirts for family photos. Mia got a plain one from the clearance rack. Grace always smiled and said, "Oh, did I forget again? Silly me." Mia never complained, but I saw it. The way her smile would drop for a second, the way she would look at Ethan after every holiday gift from Grace, asking without words if she'd done something wrong. Ethan would say nothing, just hug her tighter. We talked about it in whispers after Mia went to bed. I begged Ethan to speak up. He always said, "I will, just not now." But not now became years, and Mia grew quieter around his family. Still polite, still smiling, but something inside her was shrinking. Last Thanksgiving, Grace gave every grandchild a silver necklace with their initials engraved. Mia opened her box to find socks. Not special socks, just plain white bulk pack socks. She said thank you and folded them carefully. Ethan stared at the table. He didn't eat much that night. After that, Ethan packed a small red box. If she ever crosses the line again, Mia will know when to give her this. He didn't tell me what was inside, only that it was the truth, and that it belonged to Mia now. I hoped we'd never need it, but this Christmas proved me wrong. We arrived at Grace's perfectly decorated house, tree glowing, music playing, trays of food stacked neatly. Mia wore the purple dress she picked herself and held a small present she made in art class. She walked up to Grace, smiling. "Merry Christmas, Nana." Grace gave her a quick side hug and turned back to Maddie and Jason, the favorite grandchildren, gushing over their gift bags. Mia stood there, hand still holding her gift. Grace took it without looking and set it aside. Dinner was loud and cheerful, but Mia didn't eat much. I watched her push peas around her plate while Grace complimented everyone else's outfits. No mention of Mia's dress, no eye contact. Ethan saw it. His jaw clenched. He still said nothing. Then came the gift exchange. Grace handed out personalized backpacks, iPads, fancy colognes. When it was Mia's turn, she received a scented hand sanitizer and a mini flashlight. "So you won't be scared in the dark," Grace said. People chuckled. Mia looked down. That night, in the car, Mia held the flashlight in her lap. She didn't cry. She just asked, "Did I do something wrong again?" Ethan didn't answer. Instead, he reached into the back seat and handed her the red box. "Tomorrow," he said. "It's your choice." The next day, we returned for Christmas brunch. The same decorations, the same food, the same coldness. Mia was silent through it all. Then, as Grace poured herself another mimosa and the cousins showed off their gifts, Mia stood and walked to her. She placed the red box on the table. "You told me I could give this to her," she said to Ethan, loud enough for everyone to hear. Grace blinked. "What's this, a game?" Mia didn't answer. She sat down. The room fell quiet. Grace opened the box slowly. Inside was a framed photo of Ethan and Mia at the courthouse the day of their adoption. Underneath was a legal document, the signed adoption certificate. Father, Ethan Miller. Child, Mia Rose Thompson. Grace's smile cracked. Beneath the document was a handwritten letter. She read it silently. Her hands trembled, her lips moved, but no sound came out. Ethan had written, "If you're reading this, it means you made my daughter feel like less again. This is your reminder. She is mine, by heart and by law. If you can't love her, you don't love me." Grace gasped, then laughed a strange, choking laugh. "You're embarrassing me in front of the family." Ethan stood. "No, Mom, you've been doing that all along." Her face reddened. She looked at me. "You poisoned him against us." I stood too. "No, Mia just told the truth." No one spoke. The fireplace crackled. Maddie stopped mid-text. Jason stared. Even the dog looked confused. Grace sat frozen, her hands still gripping the letter. Mia sipped her orange juice like nothing had happened, like peace had entered her space. We left quietly. No hugs, no fake promises of next time. Ethan held Mia's hand. I carried our coats. No one followed us. No one called after us. In the car, Mia looked at the box, now empty, in her lap. "Do you think she heard me?" Ethan said, "She did. And even if she didn't want to, everyone else did." Mia didn't smile. She just nodded. A small, powerful nod that said everything. She never asked about Grace again. She never needed to. That chapter had closed. In the weeks that followed, no texts came, no calls, just silence. And with it came peace. Mia decorated cookies with us, laughed louder, danced in her socks across the kitchen floor. She wasn't waiting for someone else's love. She already had enough. One day, a package arrived. A small silver bracelet with a star charm. It came with a note from Maddie. "You're my cousin. Grandma was wrong. I picked this myself." Mia wore it every day after that. Not for forgiveness, but because someone finally saw her. We kept the box, not as a weapon, but as a symbol of truth, of courage, of the day a child demanded to be seen. Mia may be small, but her voice is powerful, and now it echoes in every room she walks into, where she belongs, always.